Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. Just got a little fire going here. You probably can't see it because of the dirty glass, but trust me, it's going. I got a fan blowing across the sidewall here of the fireplace. I got the 12 volt fan blowing across the top, which is important because the 90 degree elbow does get pretty warm. Then I got this guy, which helps me also start the fire. I normally move him right here, and he angles some fresh air blowing through here. But once that's done, I move him off to the side, and he blows across this side and then to the back side of the fireplace. Just been watching some cool videos on the Android box on my off-grid 12 volt TV and off-grid Android box. And we got really good power today, nice and sunny. I just replaced the batteries to the outdoor temperature probe, so it's not giving me an outdoor reading just yet. But an hour ago, it was 30 degrees Fahrenheit inside the tiny house. And in I can bring it up 10 degrees an hour with my little stove here, the Grizzly cubic mini Grizzly stove. So that's not too bad. The other thing, guys, this guy was originally wired in on the same circuit as the TV and my lights and fans and all that other stuff. So what I found out on cloudy days, that became a problem because when I'm watching TV or whatever, this power on this side would drop to the danger zone 12.3, 12.5 and all that fun stuff. So I moved, here it is here, it's on a timer as well, but it's moved to the other battery pack, so that way this one's doing the majority of the, well, that one's doing the majority of the work, but this one is taking over the fan situation, because that fan, even though it's a PC fan, it runs at 12 volts and it's 0.4 something amps that it draws, so it actually draws quite a few amps, but it does move a ton of air. That's why I kind of put it up on an angle here to move the heat past, because by the time the air reaches the top of the stove, it just brushes it lightly, slowly, and then continues on. So that's not too bad. Yeah, I got my slippers on, obviously, because it's a little chilly. And I brought my bug out bag and my EDC over. So the EDC is no longer going to be an EDC because I won't have it with me every day. So there you go. And the other reason I brought it over was my lighter for the bug out bag, which is the plasma electric lighter. It will be replacing my conventional barbecue lighter when the fluid runs out, and we'll go from there. So other than that, I got some larger pieces of that pine that left over from the pallet that need to be cut down into shorter pieces because they won't fit in the stove. So there you go. And I'll get back to you guys when we get a little warmer in here. But so far so good. I've actually been fighting a pneumonia, walking pneumonia. I don't know what it is. I just have a bad cough, and every morning I get a little bit more mucousy phlegm out of my system. So that's been, it's been a week and a half actually, been fighting it. I can work and do all that stuff, it's just an annoying cough. So I got the old Halls high menthol treatment going. I've been doing the lung flush. Also been doing a Vicks vapor rub. I ran out of colloidal silver, and that really sucks. I ran out just as I needed it, and my dad needed it as well. So I ordered 4 new bottles, from InfoWars because they had a sweet sale on 10 bucks a bottle. Can't beat that. And one bottle's fairly big. That one bottle that I just ran out of lasted me a year, maybe a year plus. And it doesn't expire or go bad because it's colloidal silver. But yeah, so trying to get it nice and toasty. My parents are off out of town today, so they're enjoying themselves. Dad's doing okay. He finished his chemo, but he ended up being the lucky 5% of people that contract the shingles virus after getting chemo or during. He got it at the end of his chemo, so he's done his chemo, but now he got shingles at the end. So his white blood cell count was really down because his body was fighting the virus. So that was kind of like, whoa. So the doctors got him on hold for any other treatments and stuff like that. But she gave him some medication to help the virus, and I've been putting the some salve on that help the itching. And so yeah, so he never did get his shingles vaccine, but I guess he's got to wait a year now before he can get a shingles vaccine until he gets over all this. But he's at the tail end of getting over the shingles as well, so everything's healing up, which is good, and that means his body's recovering. We're still doing all natural stuff. And now that cannabis is legalized, I've ordered the oil for him online. Now, the government-made oil is not good enough to be the Rick Simpson cancer cure. So I actually spent a lot of money and ordered the proper amount of dried flowers, cannabis, to make the oil ourselves for my dad, the proper real oil. And I had to also order isopropyl alcohol off of Amazon as well, because they don't sell Everclear here in Ontario, Canada, where I'm at. And Everclear would be a nice alternative, but we do not have it here or access to it, which really sucks. I think 40-50% alcohol content is about the best we can get here. I'm sure there's drinking experts that can tell me otherwise, but I need it now. I can't wait in special order and all that. So Amazon has isopropyl alcohol, which is the solvent, one of the many solvents you can use to make the oil. So I'll be shooting a video of how I make all this stuff, and hey, if I get good on it, maybe I can help a lot of people. Maybe start a little business on the side. I don't know. The government would probably come after me if I did that, though. Send their goons after me and throw me in jail. So I got to charge the camera, guys. I'll let the tiny house warm up. We're at 42.3 now, just before the camera dies, and we will see you back in a bit.